In the whispering shadows of the lonesome desert plains, the sun sets fire to horizon, blood and amber stains. Old whiskey bottles lie buried neath the sands of time, while ghostly trains whistle past the forsaken, cursed climb. Ashes of the dusty boots, scattered by the breeze. Every step a story of broken vows and pleas. In the heart of a ghost town, under a noose's sway, the echoes of my past, they never fade away. On a burning church, the flames kissed the black sky, a remnant of a love lost under that cursed moon's eye. The wind carries secrets of a love that once was mine, now just forgotten graves in these silent sands confined. Ashes of the dusty boots, carried off by the wind, a dance of swirling memories of sins deeply skinned. In the silence of the desert, with the stars as my guide, I walk the path of revenge, with nowhere left to hide. At the crossroads stands a figure, dark against the night, the shadow of my betrayer, bathed in the cold moonlight. Our eyes like a silent duel in the whispering sands, two souls bound by blood and dust, fate held in trembling hands. Ashes of the dusty boots, now settle in a tale of vengeance satisfied, a ghost lonely rebirth. In the heart of this cursed land, I found my peace at last. The past and I, we ride as one, shadows overcast. So listen close, ye wandering souls, to this haunted desert song, where every stone and every bone knows where the lost belong. Underneath the silver gaze of a crescent moon, the shadows dance on forgotten tunes. Whiskey breath and the dust of twilight's embrace, steps echo soft through this haunted place. Silent whispers, the tales of ghostly brides, in the breeze that moans through the withered hides. Stirring cinders where once the church bell rang, now only silence round the gallows hangs. So we waltz through the night where the dead men lie, to the tune of a train whistle under a starlit sky. We spin with our ghosts in a cursed lover's trance, in this moonlit graveyard, our final dance. Years ago, by the old town's rusted sign, she vowed forever, her hand in mine. But betrayal's wind swept through these dusty streets, leaving nothing but shadows and deceit. Found her whispering secrets to the cold desert air in the arms arms of another, they were unaware. A storm brewed as I watched, with a heart turned to stone in the thunder's roar. I swore she'd never die alone. So we waltzed through the night where the dead men lie, to the tune of a train whistle under a starlit sky. We spin with our ghosts in a cursed lover's trance in this moonlit graveyard, our final dance. On that night where the old church burned to the ground, her betrayal paid in ashes, her spirit unbound. Now every whispering wind, every shift of the sand speaks her name as I reach out my trembling hands. Now we waltz forever under moon's pale light. She's in my arms till the end of night. Love and vengeance, a bond sealed in stone. In this moonlit graveyard, I'm never alone. So we waltz through the night where the dead men lie, haunted and broken neath the endless sky. We spin with our ghosts in a love that's enchants, in this moonlit graveyard, our eternal dance.
In the shadow of the old church spire, underneath the moon's pale choir, lies a town swallowed by the sand, whiskey bottles in withered hands. Dust storms whisper through broken doors, echoes of boots on creaking floor. Ghost trains moan in the dead of night, on the edge of the fading light. Beneath the ghost town, secrets lie buried under a cursed sky. Hearts once pledged and shadow deeds, now just ghosts and tumbleweeds. There's a tale of a love betrayed in the silent streets where we once played. A silver locket, a rusted gun, a game the two could never have won. She promised forever by the burning church, left a man with his soul in the lurch. Her laughter's a memory fading fast in the winds of a whispered past. Beneath the ghost town, vengeance waits in the shadows of sealed fates, where love once lived, now only grief among the dust and forgotten leaves. In this desert I face my sin, the echoes of what might have been. The wind calls out her sweet false name as I light the match, set the past aflame. Beneath the ghost town I find my rest, in the heart of the wild, wild west, forgiving the ghost in the desert's embrace. In the silence I find my grace.
right where the whiskey whispers in ghost town bars. A shadow cast long by the light of the stars. Dust devils dance on cursed cracked clay. Church bells silent since Judgment Day. Train whistle splits a silent desert night. A song for the broken, out of hope, out of sight. Oh, gunpowder serenade, play a mournful tune. My heart beats in echoes under this cold desert moon. Lit and prayers, the currency. I walk these dead lands, gun heavy in hand. She was a mirage, a fleeting sweet dream. Her love slipped through like a whiskey stream. Betrayal burned just like a church set aflame. Only ashes of promises whispered her name. From the dust of forgotten graves I rise, haunted by the sorrow in her stormy eyes. Oh, gunpowder serenade, sing through the night. Feel my vengeance guide my side. Silver bullets for the ghosts in my head. A trail of the living, a prayer for the dead. In the mirror of the night, my shadow confronts me. A silhouette stitched with scars of treachery. The gun's cold kiss, a lover's final betrayal. In the echo of the shot, truth and myths unveiled. So gunpowder serenade, play your last refrain. In this silent desert, only memories remain. With each step forward, my old self died. A prayer to the night under unforgiving skies. Oh, gunpowder serenade, let the spirits dance. In the dust of my past, I've made my last stand. In a town where the sun forgot to rise, dusty boots echo neath stormy skies. Whiskey bottles litter the barren streets. Ghostly whispers the desert deceives. Train whistle moans a lonesome cry. In the distance a church bell dies. Footprints lead to a tale untold. In the silence the dark takes hold. The devil's dusty boots, walking mile by mile. Every step a story of betrayal and guile. Through cursed lands and broken trust, every heart turned cold, every dream to dust. There's an old saloon where shadows play, forgotten graves where restless spirits lay. He walked in with fire in his eyes, a path of ash where his heart lies. Sins whispered over a fading flame, a lover's vengeance, a death claim. His boots told stories worn and torn, a soul sold, a pact sworn. The devil's dusty boots under the moon's pale light, tracing steps of lost love through the black of night. He walks a road that's paved with rust, every smile a lie, every touch a must. In the mirror the truth comes clear, the devil in those boots, the man in the mirror. With every step the past screams loud, a heart of stone in a ghostly shroud. The devil's dusty boots now still in the sand, his journey ends where it began. Acceptance found in the whispering winds, in the dusty boots, the devil's sin. Down in the valley where the dead trees grow, whiskey bottles lie with secrets no one knows. A train whistle moans through the cursed night air, in a ghost town's grass despair's all that's there. Shadows whisper tales, dusty and worn, of a man with vengeance sworn. Echoes from the shadows calling out his name, lost love and betrayal, fuel in the flame. A heart once full of daylight, now dark as cold. Echoes from the shadows haunting his soul. By the light of a burning church he swore his oath. Underneath the starless sky, wrapped in his leather coat, the cold wind carried screams from forgotten graves, promises etched in the night as firm as they were brave. He walked through silent deserts, a silhouette so grim, chasing the ghosts of a past that wouldn't let go of him. Echoes from the shadows crying in the night, a tale of grudge and sorrow under the fading light. Every step he takes closer to his goal, echoes from the shadows still haunt his soul. But in the deepest silence of that forsaken place, he finds her locket time couldn't erase. A face, a smile, worn by the years in the silver reflection. He sees his own tears, echoes from the shadows, now a whispered plea, forgiveness from the fallen, let the spirits be free. His revenge was his burden, the path he chose to stroll. Echoes from the shadows finally free his soul. rusted boots on cracked earth, march of the hollow men. The silhouettes on horizons where the sun bleeds out again. A whiskey bottle rolled from a hand now cold. A story of betrayal in a silence left unsold. Riding through the outlaw heart. Shadows cloak the cursed land scar. Echoes of a train's lonesome cry. Underneath the forsaken sky. A town forgotten with the church aflame. Windows stare like empty eyes lost to name. Here stood she with a heart all misled, in the place where lovers' vows turn dead. Riding through the outlaw heart, each step a beat, souls no man could save. In the eye of a dust storm, visions swirl and fade. Face the ghost of my love beneath the gallows shade. Gun slung low, a dance of fate and fear. Words unspoken, the reckoning is here. Riding through the outlaw land of lost love and broken parts. This trail ends where vengeance lay. Path of night I ride away. The echo of a train fades into the night. A lone rider disappears, a shadow in the twilight. In the shadow of a chapel where the cold winds moan, lies a town too cursed to claim a name of its own. Whiskey bottles line the streets like candles for the dead. Underneath a blood-red sky and the full moon's dread, hear the prayer that whispers in the chapel's mournful halls, begging mercy from the ghost that wandered through its walls, where the vows of love were traded for a gunfighter's aim. Echoes of the past, they whisper vengeance in my name. Once a lover, now a specter, in the dust and heat. Her memory haunts the silence of the empty, cracked streets. A train whistle cuts the night like a scream across the plain.
recalling fires that turn holy ground to ashes in the rain. Hear the prayer, the whispers in the chapel's broken pews, each one a testament to choices that a man might choose. From the depths of shadow love to the stark light of day, the whispers speak of a price that's yet to pay. By the light of a burning church, I saw her face again. In twisted flames, found the truth. It was I who bore the sin. A whisper in the desolate, forgive it softly pleaded. But revenge, a thirsty blade, remained decidedly unheeded. So a prayer to whispers in the chapel under stars so cruel and bright. I lay down beside forgotten graves, disappearing into the night. Let the desert claim its due, where the ghostly voices swell. In the silent dust I'll find my peace as the chapel bell knells. A lone echo fades away in lands both cursed and swept, where whispered prayers meet the dawn and the old secrets kept.
Town whispers, wind-born lies. Dust dances with the devil's sound on streets where dreams lay fallow drown. Moonlight casts a judgmental glow on the chapel where no believers go. Empty bottles clink like bones in a tavern where sinners atone. Beneath the hollow sky, shadows tell what words deny. In the silence, truth will rise, whilst the righteous close their eyes. Stars bear witness from on high to the tales of why men die underneath that hollow, haunted sky. Old train tracks rusted, worn, echo wails of the forlorn. The sheriff's badge
I stand with no alibi. In the silence I confess, embrace the curse and seek redress. Stars look down on this restless plight, guide the lost back through the night. Underneath that hollow, haunted sky, whiskey soothes the restless soul beneath a sky that makes us whole. Drifting sands that time will sieve, beneath the hollow sky we live. Out where the whistle cuts the silence of the cursed plains, I found a dusty bottle spinning tales of pain. A ghost town sleeps under a sky cruel and misty. There's blood on the whiskey red as sunset gory. Old shackles rattle where lost souls bow beneath the shadow of the gallows where the sinners cry. Blood on the whiskey, fire in the night, haunted by the echoes of a love that died. The desert knows my secrets, buried deep and free. Blood on the whiskey, the spirits cry to me. A memory stirs of a love so fierce and blind. In her eyes a tempest, the stormy raging kind. Love turned to betrayal on a dusty windswept eve. She lay with my brother in the chapel by the reeds. The preacher spoke of forgiveness while my heart spoke of a grave. Now every sip of bourbon tastes the bitterness of betrayed. Blood on the whiskey, fire in the night. Smoke rises from the church where we once saw the light. The wind carries whispers of deceit and decree. Blood on the whiskey, the ghost won't let me be. Underneath the desert moon I pour the pain away. The bottle lay empty like the words I couldn't say. As the stars judged in silence from their heavenly seat, I made my reflection, my betrayal complete. Blood on the whiskey, we reap what we sow. In the land of the forsaken, only the cursed winds blow. I'll ride with the shadows till death sets me free. Blood on the whiskey, this outlaw's legacy. Every chord a mournful plea, every note a whispered dread. In this haunted desert ballad, where my heart forever bled.
Underneath the silver gaze of a crescent moon, the shadows dance on forgotten tunes. Whiskey breath and the dust of twilight's embrace. Steps echo soft through this haunted place. silent whispers, the tales of ghostly brides in the breeze that moans through the withered hides. Stirring cinders where once the church bell rang, now only silence round the gallows hangs. So we waltz through the night where the dead men lie, to the tune of a train whistle under a starlit sky. We spin with our ghosts in a cursed lover's trance, in this moonlit graveyard, our final dance. Years ago, by the old town's rusted sign, she vowed forever, her hand in mine. But betrayal's wind swept through these dusty streets, leaving nothing but shadows and deceit. Found her whispering secrets to the cold desert air, in the arms of another they were unaware. A storm brewed as I watched, with a heart turned to stone in the thunder's roar. I swore she'd never die alone. So we waltzed through the night where the dead men lie, to the tune of a train whistle under starlit sky. We spin with our ghosts in a cursed lover's trance, in this moonlit graveyard, our final dance. On that night where the old church burned to the ground, her betrayal paid in ashes, her spirit unbound. Now every whispering wind, every shift of the sands, speaks her name as I reach out my trembling hands. Now we walk forever under moon's pale light. She's in my arms till the end of night. Love and vengeance, a bond sealed in stone, in this moonlit graveyard, I'm never alone. So we waltz through the night where the dead men lie, haunted and broken neath the endless sky. We spin with our ghosts in a love that's enchanted, in this moonlit graveyard, our eternal dance. Out where the whistle cuts the silence, beneath the shadow of the dying sun, stands a ghost town, tales untethered under the curse of what's been done. Whiskey bottles lay in dust, footprints vanish, trust to rust. No mercy in the desert wind, it howls your sins, can't hide from them. Echoes of the past ring loud in abandoned streets under thunder clouds. No mercy where the heart once stayed, only shadows move where we once lay. There was love beneath these big old skies, still betrayal sent it to its grave. Night's cold arms embraced my sorrow beside the church where we once prayed. A train cries out like a mournful ghost, along these tracks my pain host. No mercy in the desert wind, cries like the saints who witness sin. Memories bleed as they spin in the silent town, edged by din. No mercy, just the echo of your name carved next to mine in the wooden frame.
chase the dawn with my shadow long across the sand where I felt wrong. The mirror of the sky, stark and white, showed me the place where my demons hide. In the eye of the storm, with the calm of the quake, I found my heart too shattered to break. No mercy in the desert wind. I walk alone where our dreams had been. In the dust, your laughter whispers across the forsaken land that shivers. No mercy, yet I stand revenge unspun. In the quiet dust, I'm the haunted one. And the desert knows, it always knows. No mercy in the wind that blows.
In the shadow of the valley, where the cold wind moans, dust dances with the whispers of them old forsaken bones. The ghost town sleeps under a moonlit sky, while a lone bottle clinks in the silence. Here am I. Midnight in the lost love, where hearts come to bleed. Underneath the willow's well, where the dark secrets feed. The train whistles a lonesome cry, cuts through the cursed night. Midnight in the lost love, where nothing turns out right. Once a church stood proudly neath the hill so steep. Now it's just charred embers and promises we couldn't keep. Her laughter echoes through the chapel's burned out shell, a tale of love turned sour, a heavenly dive to hell. Midnight in the lost love, where shadows trace my fears, where whiskey drowns the memories that burn behind my tears. The silence speaks in volumes of the tales that no one writes. Midnight in the lost love, a ghost in the fading lights. At the edge of town by the forgotten graves, I face the dusty mirror of my soul's unending waves. I've wandered through this silence where time itself has bled, on paths where even angels fear to tread. Midnight in the lost love, where I've come to face my fate. The past grips like a noose, but now the hour's getting late. No more will her betrayal the depths of my mind ignite. At midnight in the lost love, I'm the shadow in the night. Forever bound to roam, 'neath this curse I cannot fight.
river down the valley, through the ghost town's empty streets, past the church where shadows linger, where my heart skipped its beats. That old whistle cries at midnight, trains they moan like wounded things. Dust storms cover tracks of those who chase what vengeance brings. Dance with the devil on roads where the lost souls drift and sway, underneath the moonlit sorrow, spinning tales of yesterday. Empty bottles bear our secrets in this cursed silent desert land. I'm waltzing down this lonely road, the past clutched in my trembling hand. She was sunlight through the chapel, now it's burnt the ash like snow. Her promises lay forgotten in the cold graves far below. Betrayal's breeze blew through the willows, carried dreams so far from here. Her laughter now a ghostly echo I chase with bitter frontier beer. Dance with the devil on paths where dead man's boots have trod, each step a story of lost love cast by fate oh so odd. Whiskey whispers of redemption in the winds that mourn the damned. I'm waltzing down this lonely road, heartache's gone in my in the eye of the desert storm. Her face in the swirling sand appears, confrontation with my ghosts in the echoes of old fears. The noose of truth tightens slowly around the neck of my despair. She's gone, but in this wasteland seems I'll always find her there. So I'll dance with the devil till my weary soul finds its rest in the heart of empty bottles or the depth of the West. Forgiveness or a bullet, let the desert gods decide. I'm waltzing down this lonely road with shadows by my side.
Streets echo with old forgotten claims. Whiskey bottles lay thrown by the church's burned gate. A tale of betrayal and a devil's fiery hate. Oh, the devil's hand, cold and unkind, finds the back of those who've left love behind. In the silence of the desert under a blood-red moon, he walks with shadows, singing a vengeful tune. Now there once was a lover, fair-haired and true, whose heart was stolen in a night of dew. But the lover's promise was a whispered lie, left in a grave where only red sky and Dead Man's Hollow, where whispers tell of the cursed and swallowed old whiskey bottles lay souls departed in this ghost town, broken, black-hearted. Wind howls through the chapel's burned remains, singing hymns of sorrow, shackles and chains. There's no mercy in the ghost town, only shadows thrive, where every man's a specter and the sins of the past survive. In the dust we wrote our treaties, in blood we broke them all. No mercy in the ghost town, just the devil's call. I loved a girl with eyes like stormy weather. In this God-forsaken town we dreamt together, but love turned to ash in the blink of a gun. Her betrayal a bullet that couldn't be outrun. By the old forgotten graves I swore her name, vengeance the only keeper of my flame. There's no mercy in the ghost town, only shadows thrive. Every whisper in the wind a reminder no one gets out alive. From the deceit we laid our fortunes, in betrayal we stand tall. No mercy in the ghost town, just the reaper's draw. There's no mercy in the ghost town, only echoes bleed. Every step I take is haunted by my heart's unyielding creed. In the dust I'll lay my memories, in the soil I'll bury my pain. No mercy in the ghost town, where even angels refrain. In the whispering sands I find my own. No mercy in the ghost town, forever alone.
Oh, down a dusty path where the devil's winds blow, found an old town, shadows dancing slow. Whiskey bottle laying in the middle of the street. A church was burning, hear the flames crack and weep. No mercy on the lonely road, where the lost souls come to bear their load. Silent deserts keep their cursed vows. Ain't no forgiveness, just echoes of how. Met a man with eyes like cold train steel, said he lost his love to a crooked card deal. Promised vengeance neath the crescent moon's glow, blade in his grip, no intent to let go. No mercy on the lonely road, where silence speaks in codes nobody knows. Ghost towns whisper of the deeds so foul. Old sins cast long shadows they never throw in the towel.
In a forgotten grave he knelt down to confess to the ghost of a girl in a blood-stained dress. Across cursed lands his revenge took flight. A deadly quiet settles like the dark swallowing the light. No mercy on the lonely road, where every step is a story untold. In the dust of the desert truth finds its way. Revenge or resign, but a price you'll always pay. Each note strums the sorrow of lands weary and worn on the lonely road where such tales are born.
Under the black sun, in the shadow dunes, old whiskey whispers from forgotten saloons. Dust devils dancing where the church used to stand, burned for wooden crosses, just like bones from the sand. Black sun and smoke on this cursed plains ride, with every lost soul who's ever lied in the silence of the desert, where the dark secrets choke. Only shadows move under the black sun and smoke. Train whistle moaning across the barren tracks, echoes stir the ghosts of a town they call black. She loved a man whose heart was ill-spun, betrayed by a bullet from a lawless gun. Black sun and smoke, where the vultures circle slow. They watch over lovers turn to foes. In the silent desert, truth burns and provokes. Nothing's forgotten under the black sun and smoke. Stood by her grave when the sky turned to fire. The wind sang of vengeance, a mournful choir. Her whispers haunt me like the smoke they curl. In this ghostly world was my heart she'd unfurl. Black sun and smoke, now it's my tale that's told in the flickering light, where the night gets bold. I ride for her memory through lands God never spoke. Forever a shadow under the black sun and smoke. town where shadows stretch, the sun paints all in black. An old saloon stands bent beneath a sky so densely packed. Dust swirls like the memories that haunt the streets at night. Whiskey bottles lay bearing tales of every desperate fight. Under the black sun, where our sins lie bare, echoes of gunshots hang stale in the air. Revenge, a dark whisper, drifts over the lands where love and betrayal slip right through my hands. She was the fire in a town so cold and spent. Her grace, a church's bell that rang through my descent. But love had turned to ashes in a tale too oft retold. She left with a stranger, his pockets lined with my gold. Under the black sun, where vows break like bread, whispers of what was circle round my head. Her ghost in every shadow, her scent in the wind's wail, in the heart of the desert. My redemption trail. By the forgotten graves I knelt, swore to the stars above. The black sun won't set till I reclaim the lost love. But as the train whistles mourned, a truth that I confront in the echoes of the burning church. I bore all the brunt. Under the black sun, I face my own demise, the land of silent deserts keeps no alibi. On this cursed ground, I lay my revenge to rest. Under the black sun, I confess, I confess.
Out where the dust whispers secrets to the dawn, stands a shadow of a man with a heart long gone. Whiskey stains the stories of the love he once knew, roaming through ghost towns under skies so cruel and blue.
Echoes from the gunslinger, cries lost to the wind, a trail of broken vows and sins he can't rescind. Each shot that rang out left a soul to grieve, in the haunted whispers he can never leave. By the light of a lantern he recalls her face, in a burning church embrace they found their grace. But a brother's betrayal, like a serpent's hiss, left him cold and wandering in a cursed abyss. Underneath the silver gleam of a merciless moon, he faces down his past in the desolate saloon. The truth hits harder than the bullets he's dodged. Alone with the silence, a man forever lost. Echoes of the gunslinger dirge in the sands, a life spent grasping bloodied hands. Now he rides to the horizon where his demons dwell, in the echoes of his heart, a never-ending knell. So listen close when the train whistle wails past forgotten graves where justice